on. Okay. Welcome everybody. Thanks for leaving your working from home day to attend a conference in central London and being here to start for 20 to 9. I know it's early, but we've got a lot to get in. It's going to be a really, really good day. We've got 16 speakers, if all goes to plan. So 16 speakers. So we're going to try and keep the timings quite tight. I've failed already because I think I'm about 15 minutes behind, but we'll make it up, it's fine. If you hear the whistle, it's not because I'm about to start hitting Ian Baker with a pugil stick. No gladiators stuff here. It is, I just need you to get back in here, okay? A quick thank you to the sponsors. Thank you, because you made it possible for us to be here, as well as the people attending virtually. And we've got Martin Pickard as our virtual host as well. Hi Martin, hope you can hear us and see us and everything else. Quick housekeeping, there's no fire drills expected, so if there is a fire, please make an orderly queue behind me and leave via the fire exit at the back, okay? I am going first, I've got the whistle. If you can do some hashtags throughout the day, the hashtag is WPFU, we've all thought about it, 24. So yeah, workplace, FU. Futures, 24, okay? So get tweeting. If you don't want to put your hand up and ask a question later on, pop it on Twitter, and we'll keep an eye on the hashtag, and we can do it that way instead. I know not everybody likes putting a hand up. Okay. Right, let's get started. Oh, I've missed a slide out here. Look, here I am, and here's Martin. A bit premature there. Okay, so just to recap on the 2023 calls to action that Lucy marvellously summed up last year after another epic agenda of speakers. So if 95% of FM data isn't used, what are we going to do about it? That was one of the questions. Actions speak louder than dashboards, which I love. So ask yourself these questions. How will you answer the so what? What problem are you trying to solve for? When you're looking at technology, who will benefit? This will help the ROI. Think about what makes us human. This will help you to tell you where tech can add value, but also how the human can add value. Simples. Right, let's crack on. So it's obviously been quite a crazy year since last year. It's gone quite quickly, but there's a lot that's happened. Now, you know, if you look at the relationship between people and technology, it's symbiotic, hence the title. But essentially, you know, it's allowing us to live, work, play, and interact with our environment. It's made things 100 times easier. As I realised when it snowed in Sheffield a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh, do you remember the days when we actually had snow days and had to go into the office? And now it's like, I'm just going to work from home on my laptop, it's absolutely fine. It just makes everything easier. So just a few examples of how some technology in recent weeks has made things easier. Top left here, this is a robot at Edinburgh University that the students have created. And this is delivering takeaways for the students on campus. Mad, we can't even leave the flats anymore. Okay, so this is actually doing orders from the canteen via their campus app, and it is the canteen, put the food in the robot, and it delivers it to the campus on the residential bit. Bonkers. The middle one here, this is about AGI. And essentially, the point here being made is, with AGI, when basically artificial general intelligence becomes a thing, it's going to mean that there's so many things that can be done, and you don't have to go to university and study it for 10 years. So the paper actually talks about how architects, designers, they're going to struggle. So one to bear in mind for later. The top right here, Portsmouth University. The students have been using AI to do their assignments, and not in a cheating kind of way, in a purposeful kind of way, which was intentional by the lecturer. Okay, interesting. Bottom left, this is Spot the Dog. And if you remember Spot the Dog, you're my people. But Spot the Dog, this is by Highways England, is now doing road surveys because it is easier to get the robot to the location than people, and it is cheaper. So they're doing surveys of the roads. Hope to come to Sheffield soon because it's full of potholes, so we'll see. In the middle here, we've got our posters. Never before have we had so much data concerned and talking so much about privacy, but had very little privacy. And this is part of the security as well, which I'm sure Leanne will talk about soon as well. And then on the bottom right here, this is about how drones are being used to survey power lines. And now it's making these lives cheaper and easier for the companies doing it, and safer, of course. Okay, so if we zoom back into our world and look at our buildings, I'll get to the people bit in a minute, don't worry. If we look at our buildings, technology is underpinning the experiences, the human connection. It's looking at sustainability, the efficiency, connectivity, security, safety. Not forgetting the actual designing of the building, the planning of the building, the maintenance of the building. Technology is underpinning everything that happens. Now, if you look at the fact that 80% of our buildings in 2050 have already been built, the major challenge at the moment is how to decarbonise our buildings, and it is technology that is going to allow that. HVAC, lighting, equipment, lifts. It's technology is going to play the crucial part going forward. It's also going to play the crucial part at the impact on the experience of the people in the building. We're not short of technology. If you sat with tech companies and said, right, you've got 1 hour to pitch your solution to me, it would take you 21 years to get through them. 21 years. We're not short of technology. So what's missing? What's not working? What are we not realising? What's technology can do for us that we're not taking advantage of right now? Are FM adapting, and are we adapting quickly enough? A few questions from me. This technology, it's not driving people to the office, but guess what? If it's not working, it's certainly going to drive them away. And that's the crucial thing here. Because seriously, I still go in offices that are this regularly. Okay? It's this lot that is going to get people back to the office. People. How many of you miss getting into work and your desk has been decorated for your birthday? It's bad that you have to work on your birthday. You need a new job if that's the case as well. But I'm not, whatever. How many of you just miss getting together with your team? It's the people that make our experiences. It's the office magnet. It is the energy charger to the fact that sitting online, constantly, still, it is draining. It is draining for our minds. It is draining for our creativity, our relationships. And I'm saying that as an introvert. We need people. We need to be around people. And data proves it. It's people that are the biggest impact on job satisfaction, engagement, well-being, loyalty, retention, motivation, and belonging. Create organisations where, if you look at the bottom right picture here, that is my wife, sat with her best friend who they work with, and that was during the pandemic, hence why they sat outside in the rain with an umbrella, distanced. Create organisations where people miss each other that much that they're sitting in the garden in the rain. An extreme version, of course, but Now, if you look back to 2022, feels a while ago already, but 32% of the top 500 FTSE companies basically changed their hybrid working policy and their remote working policy. If you then look at 2023, a further 34% changed what was happening. The theme is continuing. Saw Deutsche Bank come out this week. They're forcing people, if you're off on a Friday, you've got to go in the office on a Monday. You're not allowed to have both off anymore. Who's looking for a new job? Okay. The statements from these companies are here. Now, if you have a quick glance at these, none of them are about technology. They're all about people. It's about freedom. It's about how people work together, how they're creative, innovation. So, the future of work is human. It's all about people. Powered by tech, underpinned by data, and connected through purpose. Now, I hope this has sufficiently warmed you up. Today, we're going to go broad. We're going to get into the detail, the what, the how, the why, and the benefits. So save your questions up for the Q&A session at the end of the speaker slots. Everybody that's sat at the front here will be available for questions, apart from Lucy, unless she really wants to answer something. Now, I want you to take photographs only when people are looking at you. It's never nice finishing a conference, going on LinkedIn, seeing all these pictures like this, okay? So if the speakers, as you walk off, if you can just give everyone a nice little smile, it'll make your LinkedIn much nicer. Okay? Honestly, it's true. So no pictures of me doing that. Okay, so feel free to take photos. Use the hashtag WPFU24. You can't forget that. Okay? Use the breaks to connect with people that you've not met. It's so easy at these events to stand with the people that you know. I know you don't get to see each other face to face as much, but try and break out of your little group. You will find some real golden nuggets in that networking. Okay, reflect, and most importantly, have fun. Enjoy, take the day. You've taken the day out of your busy schedules to be here, so enjoy it. So let's get started.